So right here I'm drinking on my Mass Gainer home shake. My own homemade Mass Gainer shake. So this is what I'm drinking on right here. If the video hasn't already been uploaded to the channel, it's going to be uploaded soon. So stay tuned for that. But right now I want to take the time to discuss dirty bulking and is it worth it? And what sort of experience have I had with it? Now, as far as just eating a lot of shit, processed foods, that's not what I'm doing by dirty bulking. But pretty much dirty bulking is staying in a high calorie surplus of your maintaining weight diet, meaning you're eating a lot more calories than your body needs to stay at its current weight. So therefore I'm eating a lot of calories, and I want to share my experiences with it and what are the real benefits to it. Now, first of all, what I'm going to say is a lot of people hold this sort of negative view towards it because of the amount of fat that a lot of people gain. Now, obviously, I have gained a lot of fat, but whenever I'm walking about, you know, I don't have a big belly sticking out. I don't have like saggy skin, but I am carrying fat. But with that, I know for a fact personally for myself, I'm gaining a lot more muscle doing it this way than I would if I stayed lean. Now I'm going to show you, or I might show you some of the clips of how my body looked on my last bulk and how it looked whenever I got cut. Now obviously there's a lot of fat that you're going to need to cut off. So if you're planning on competing in say 5 months from this day and you're currently pretty lean and you're thinking about dirty bulking it for like 2 months and then cutting for 3 months, that's not going to be a very good choice for you to make. Obviously, just lean bulk it and then cut it and give yourself more than enough time to get shredded for your show. But, you know, the type of people that I think it's good to dirty bulk for or to go on a very high calorie surplus diet is people who know how their body works. You know, I think the worst thing that you can do is if you're just new to lifting is to go on a dirty bulk. That's the worst thing that you can do because you haven't experienced the style of training that works for you and what way your body actually works in the weight room. Like, there's so much for you to learn about yourself. And I think that's more important to do rather than focus on whether bulking or cutting. Just get used to the exercises, get used to the type of weights that you need to use, and then figure out a program which you're going to stick to and figure out what weight you're going to be using on all the different exercises. Then from there, you can progress with that. But I would say, you know, you don't want to really start dirty bulking at least for being a year into it. You can obviously start off with a lean bulk, or maybe get cut first. I know a lot of people who are new to lifting want to just get cut so they can see what their body looks like with whenever they're lean, so they know how much they really have to gain before cutting again, and that's understandable. So what I really want to say in this video is if you're going on a dirty bulk, make sure you know exactly how your body works. I'd been training for 3 years before I went on my first major bulk, so obviously I had a lot of experience and I know what style of training works for me. I know how to get cut. As you saw, whenever I was 16, 17, I was very fucking lean. Like I was carrying like minimal amounts of fat in my body. I was so fucking shredded. And with that, I know how to cut. So whenever I went on my dirty bulk last year, I put on a lot of fucking size. Like, I put on the most amount of size in that dirty bulk in that 1 year. Like, it wasn't even a year. It was probably like 6 to 8 months. In that dirty bulk alone, I put on more size in that 6 to 8 months than I did compared to the 3 prior years lifting. Now, obviously, a lot of that was down to training. I didn't really know how to train for those previous 3 years. Like, I started off with minimal knowledge, and then I just kept growing with that. And then once I got into that last year, I really figured out a lot about my body. So obviously, that really helped. But what was a key factor was the fact that I was on a bulk. And with that, I was eating so many calories a day that whenever I was going to school and coming home and going to the gym, I had enough energy to go to the gym. Like, I was doing 5 hours of sleep. I was doing 5 hours of sleep a night quite frequently. But I was getting in so many calories that I was just feeling like a beast. Like, I was feeling like I can take on anything. So with that, like, that really helped me mentally. And I knew, since I was kind of carrying fat, I knew that if I skipped the workout, then it was just as if that whole meal, that whole eating that I did for that day was just going to turn to fat rather than focus on getting the nutrients into the muscle and focus on building myself some muscle. So that's what I really did as well. So the main points I want to get across in this video is, first of all, a lot of people ask me what type of bulk should they do. I would only advise people who are experienced in training, meaning that you've had enough time in the gym to know what style of plan that you're sticking to, and you've made significant progression. Like, you can at least press your own body weight in the bench press, squat your own body weight, and deadlift your own body weight. And another thing is you need to be so determined that that's what you want to do. You know, you gotta know that if you're dirty bulking, that you're gonna cut again. Some people get just dirty bulk, sort of train, and then actually stop training, and they're still eating high calories and just end up becoming like very fat and no muscle at all because they're not even training. You need to know that you're bulking for a reason, and you stick to that purpose, and that is to put on as much size as possible. So that whole bulking season, you are focusing on building as much muscle as possible, I'm emphasizing that because a lot of people get that fucked up, and they're like, they take a lot of time off the gym during a bulk. No, you want to get in the gym as much as possible and push your body to the max to get as much results as possible. Now, a lot of people are asking me, is it worth it to do dirty bulking? You know, obviously you're going to be putting on a lot of size, but to cut down on your fat and to do such a long cut, a lot of people think that you're going to lose a lot of muscle. Keep in mind, no matter what way you cut, you're going to lose a certain degree of muscle. It might be loads or it might be little. But for the most part, most people who have been lifting for a long time, no matter what way they cut, you still maintain a lot of your size. And the size that you're going to gain doing a dirty bulk compared to a lean bulk is definitely going to be significantly more, especially if you're only in those early stages of lifting. So say you've lifted for 2 years and you know exactly how everything works and what you like to do. Well, once you've figured out that and you go into dirty bulk, you are going to put on your best gains, which is going to be unbelievable. However, if you've been training for like 8 years, and you've hit, like, you're close to your genetic potential, and you're expecting to put on maybe 1 pound of muscle a year, I don't advise those type of people to go on a dirty bulk, especially not frequently, because you're going to be putting on a significant amount of weight, maybe 30 pounds in a year. If you put on 30 pounds and you gain 1 pound of muscle, that's 29 pounds of fat that you put on your body, which you have to cut off, which is going to be a lot of effort for such a little amount of gain. So, is it worth it? I would say it's 100% worth it, the dirty bulk. Now, I don't mean eat a lot of shit like donuts and stuff. I just mean eat a lot more. Say you're eating oats and chicken. Eat a lot more oats, eat a lot more chicken, eat a lot more veg, and just increase your portion sizes. And with that, whenever you dirty bulk, it means that there's no room for your body not to get enough nutrition, and you're just going to pack on size. And if you're training very hard, like, I'm not saying, like, if you're doing a 45-minute workout, 4 exercises, 3 sets, you know, that might be good for you and it might be working for you, but really use the bulk as an excuse to take your workouts to the next level, and you'll be able to push your body so far and gain so much more results. So if you go in with that mentality and do a dirty bulk, like, it is totally going to be worth it compared to the other person who's already been lifting for 8 years and only putting on a pound. So there's my views on it. Have I experienced it being worth it? Absolutely. However, what I'm going to say is you have to be willing to cut off all that fat. And I think maybe next year I'll do a lean bulk, and not only just to compare the two. Like, I want to do a lean bulk to compare the way I felt on a lean bulk compared to a dirty bulk. And also, they sort of give me the opportunity not to have to cut as much weight, because I might be competing that next year. So I've already done 2 dirty bulks, and I might do a nice lean bulk next year. But things can change, and I'll keep you posted. But right now, my experience with dirty bulking is it's suitable for only it's perfect for only a set group of people, which is sort of the intermediate lifters, where they know how their body works and they're focused and they're determined to pack on a lot of size. You can definitely fucking do it. But if you want to just lean bulk it, that's okay. But I can guarantee you, and I don't know if you can, like, a lot of people have said that I've packed on a lot of size. And that's the method that I'm using. I'm just getting in a lot of calories, a lot of good quality calories, getting in a lot of protein, carbohydrates, fats, a lot of micronutrients, vegetables, fruits, all those type of things. Everything's just staying on point, but it's being increased, and I'm feeling fucking great on it. So there you have it. Not to make the video too long. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Is dirty bulking worth it? There you have it.